Global Positioning System, or GPS, has become so integrated into our daily lives that we rarely stop to think about how it actually works or the implications of carrying a tracking device in our pockets. GPS was originally developed by the United States Department of Defense in the 1970s for military navigation, but it was opened for civilian use in the 1980s. Today, GPS is a constellation of at least 24 satellites orbiting Earth at an altitude of approximately 20,000 kilometers. Each satellite continuously broadcasts radio signals containing its location and the precise time the signal was transmitted. Your GPS receiver picks up signals from at least 4 satellites simultaneously. The receiver calculates the distance to each satellite by measuring how long the radio signal took to arrive, multiplying the travel time by the speed of light. With distance measurements from 3 satellites, the receiver can determine your latitude and longitude. The 4th satellite is needed to account for timing errors and calculate altitude. But here's something mind-blowing. GPS satellites are moving at 14,000 kilometers per hour, and they're subject to Einstein's theory of relativity. Time actually moves faster for the satellites than it does for us on Earth due to weaker gravitational effects. Without accounting for relativity, GPS would accumulate errors of about 10 kilometers per day, making it completely useless. This is one of the few everyday applications where Einstein's relativity is absolutely essential. Now let's talk about how GPS is used for us. Navigation has revolutionized how we travel and explore. Emergency services use GPS to locate people in distress with remarkable accuracy. Farmers use GPS-guided tractors for precision agriculture. Scientists track tectonic plate movements and monitor earthquakes. Airlines use GPS for efficient routing, saving fuel and reducing emissions. The financial sector relies on GPS timing signals to timestamp transactions, which is crucial for preventing fraud. Delivery services optimize routes and provide real-time tracking. Your smartphone's fitness apps track your runs and cycling routes. But here's where things get deeply concerning. GPS enables unprecedented surveillance capabilities. Your smartphone constantly records your location, creating a detailed map of everywhere you've been. Tech companies like Google and Apple collect this data, and this information is incredibly valuable. In 2018, it was revealed that Google was tracking Android users' locations even when location services were turned off. Apps often request location permissions they don't really need, harvesting data to build detailed profiles of your behavior and habits. Data brokers purchase location data from apps and sell it to anyone willing to pay, including government agencies that would otherwise need a warrant. Law enforcement agencies use geofence warrants to identify everyone who was near a crime scene, treating innocent people as potential suspects. Domestic abusers use GPS trackers to stalk their victims. Authoritarian governments use GPS data to monitor dissidents and protesters. The advertising industry has weaponized GPS data, tracking your visits to stores and restaurants to build psychological profiles and target you with manipulative advertising. Your location history can reveal your religious beliefs, political affiliations, health conditions, and even romantic relationships. Insurance companies are exploring ways to use location data to adjust premiums based on where you go. There's also the security risk. GPS signals can be jammed or spoofed, meaning fake signals can be broadcast to deceive receivers. Criminals use GPS jammers to hide stolen vehicles. The entire global economy has become dangerously dependent on GPS, and a major disruption could have catastrophic consequences. So what can you do to protect yourself? First, review your app permissions and revoke location access for apps that don't absolutely need it. Use your phone's settings to limit background location tracking. Turn off location history in Google and Apple accounts. Use privacy-focused alternatives like DuckDuckGo instead of Google Maps when possible. Be aware that even with GPS turned off, your phone can be tracked through cell tower triangulation. For maximum privacy, you'd need to use airplane mode, but that's impractical for most people. The fundamental issue is that GPS was designed for navigation, not privacy. Legislation like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California provides some protection, but enforcement is weak. The bottom line is that GPS is a double-edged sword. It's an incredible technology that has revolutionized navigation and countless industries. But it's also enabled a level of surveillance that would have seemed dystopian just decades ago. Every convenience comes with a privacy cost. Being aware of how GPS works and how your location data is used is the first step toward making informed decisions about your digital privacy. The technology itself is neutral, but how it's deployed determines whether it serves humanity or controls it. The power to know where everyone is at all times is perhaps the most potent form of social control ever invented, and we've handed it over to corporations and governments with barely a second thought.